So here, calculus. In calculus, we are discussing about the differentiation. D by dx of log x is equal to 1 by x. So this is an integral of 1 by x into dx is equal to log x. So these are very important. We are going to solve some problems. So here first one, d by dx of root x. We are going to find. See here, d by dx of root x can be written as x power 1 by 2. So d by dx of x power n is equal to n into x power n minus 1 by 2. n into x power n minus 1. Here d by dx of x power 1 by 2. So n value is 1 by 2. So substitute in the place of n as 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into x power 1 by 2 minus 1, that is x power minus 1 by 2 by 2. So that implies d by dx of root x is equal to 1 by 2 root x. So this is the conclusion. So find d by dx of secant square x plus integral of secant square x. So here d by dx of secant square x is 2 secant x into, for secant x differentiation is secant x into tan x plus integral of secant square dx is tan x. So 2 secant square x into tan x plus tan x. So now taking tan x common, so 2 secant square x plus 1, and this is the solution. So I told you that d by dx of tan x equal to secant square x. Now we are going to prove that. So d by dx of tan x can be written as sin x by cos x. So apply u by v formula. So that is v du by dx minus u dv by dx by v square minus. So now v means cos x. Cos x into d by dx of sin x minus u into, that is sin x into d by dx of cos x whole divided by cos square x. So here cos x into d by dx of sin x is cos x minus sin x into d by dx of cos x is minus sin x divided by cos square x. That implies cos square x plus sin square x by cos square x. So 1 by cos square x. 1 by cos square x is secant square x now. So here final conclusion is that d by dx of tan x is equal to secant square x. So like this we can prove it. So now we are entering into the topic of functions. Generally, a function is represented by f of x. So f of x is a function that f of x is equal to y. Then here y is called domain of function. X is called domain of function and y is called codomain of function. Now range. So what is range is that the range is the set of values which are satisfying the y value. For example, if the y value lies between 0 to 2, lies between, then open bracket, then this is the range. If y value lies from 0 to 2, then closed bracket 0 comma 2. So these are domain, codomain and range. These are the very important terms when we consider in functions. Now we are going to discuss about types of functions. So first, types of functions. This first one is one-one function. So in this one-one function, this is a set and this is a set x, y. For example, this set contains 4 elements A, B, C, D. It contains 1, 2, 3, 4. And if the set is in this form, so total all elements are filled and each one is filled with 1. So then this is called as one-one function. And next, onto function. Here two sets are there, x and y. Here A, B, only 2 terms are there here. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. A matches with 1 and also 2. In the same way with 3 and 4. So this is called onto function. Example for this is f of x is equal to x squared. Why? Because here in domain, if you take for example minus 2 comma 2, there exists a value, y value is equal to 4. So for two values in domain, there exists a unique value in the codomain, then it is called as onto function. So now into function. So into function is the combination of onto function and one-one function. So this combination gives the into function. So this into function is called as bijection. So bi means two, the combination of two functions. So greatest integer function is represented by GIF in the closed brackets. So for example, if x is equal to 5.14, then find greatest integer function of x. Then 5.14 is equal to, generally this 5.14 value lies between 5 and 6. Here it is greatest integer function, but we have to consider the least values, that is 5. So it is 5. In the same way, 8.97 is 8 and 4.92 it is 4. So like this, when a value lies between two values, we have to consider the least term. So that is called as greatest integer function. But now for negative values, like for example minus 4.14, this value lies between minus 5 to minus 4. Here the least value is minus 5, so that's why this value is minus 2. In the same way, minus 6.93, this value is minus 7. So like this we will calculate. So if they are given in the flower brackets, we have to consider the decimal term. So decimal term is to be considered here. Like for example, 0.14, we will consider this value 14. So like that, we will consider only this decimal places 0.1, 5.13, then it is 0.13. Why? Because here we are considering this term only. So now types of functions. In this, first step function. So what is the step function? Just now we discussed step x. step of 1.13, that is 1. Step of minus 1.13, minus 2. So these are step functions. So what is the relation between x, closed x and flower bracket of x is that x is equal to, so this is the relation between these three terms. It is a very important relation while solving the problems. So now modulus function. So modulus function is, for example, mod of x. So mod of x is positive if x greater than 0, in the same way negative for x less than 0. So when they are given mod x in the given function, so that is f of x is equal to mod of x, then this function is characterized to be modulus function. So now periodic functions. So this periodic functions is mainly applicable to the trigonometric terms. So if f of x plus k is equal to f of x, then it is called periodic function where k is the period of the function. For example, sin x, cos x, tan x, and so on. So this is the period. So what are the periods is that for sin x and cos x it is 2 pi, and for tan x and cot x it is pi. So like this you can calculate the period based upon this formula. F of x plus k is equal to f of x. So in the place of x we have to substitute x plus k. K we can take the values as 2 pi or pi, and by verification we can find out whether the function is periodic or not. So for periodic functions, for sin square x, we are going to draw the graph 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45, 60 and 90. So generally sin 0 is 0 and 0 square is 0. Sin 30 is 1 by 2 and here 1 by 4 and it is 1 by 2, it is 3 by 4 and it is 1. So now if you consider the limit is 0, it is 1 and it is minus 1. So it is below y-axis, above y-axis. So now sin 0 is 0. It starts and at this point it is pi by 2. Then it reduces. At here it is pi. Again it continues like this and so on. So here 2 pi and here 3 pi. So like that it continues. So here up to here the graph is same and here onwards it repeats. The graph repeats, right? So now it is pi. So the period of sin square, it is called the period. The period of sin square x is pi. So like this we can find out the period whether by graphical method or by solving through formula f of x plus pi is equal to f of x for sin square x. So in place of k we have to substitute pi. So now for cos square x, 0 degrees, 30, 45, 60 and finally 90. So here it is 1. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 and cos square 30 is 3 by 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 0. So now by drawing the graph, it is 0, here it is 1, here minus 1. Now it starts with the value 1 and it reduces to 0 at 90 degrees, that is pi by 2. So again it starts. So like this it continues the graph. Thanks for watching my video. If you like, please share, subscribe and like.